screen. So guys, please drop in chat box your name and state, your state from which you belong. Good afternoon, Meena. Please drop your name and your state. All right. Also drop in that have you attended mediation session in your life, like during your internship or during your practice? Have you attended any mediation session? All right. Great. So, guys, before starting, let me introduce you. What are the other webinars and workshops that are there for all of you? You can join and take benefit of all these things. So, guys, as today there's a workshop on mediation, and on 15th May, there's an amazing workshop that is going to happen on tax laws and litigation. So those who are interested, in taxation, who wants to know about the journey of tax laws, how litigation goes in tax laws, all of you can take benefit of this workshop. It is free of cost, so do not forget to register. After this session, just go and register from the website of Lawversity. Website is lawversity.in. All right. Other than that, there's amazing workshop that's on animal rights versus human rights. As you know that currently the situation of animal cruelty is growing in India, and there is a conflict between animal rights and human rights. So it's an emerging area you can explore, and just do join this workshop on 24th May. So do not forget to register. All right. Other than that, there are webinars that are there for all of you. So the upcoming webinar is on SLP. So you understand the practice in Supreme Court mostly revolves around special leave petition, and it is a major part of the practice. So if you actually want to learn about special leave petition, how this procedure goes, how exactly the special leave petition gets drafted, all of these nitty-gritties you will understand in the session. It's a webinar, and you can register for this webinar, and it is going to happen on 18th May. All right, so do not forget to register for that as well. Now there are legal bundles that are present for all of you. You can explore those bundles as well. We will be launching those legal bundles soon, so the kind of product and the kind of education you're going to get in these legal bundle, it is going to be extremely useful for all of you. So let me explain you how it is going to be useful. So in legal bundles, what we will be giving you, playbooks, so that you can see and see those videos which are interactive in nature. So that will make your concept, clear. And after you will make your conceptual understanding, you will get those the PDFs of the bundles, and you can read from those PDF. And in those PDF, there is the integration of practical and theoretical understanding. So both of these things are integrated in order to make it comprehensive in nature, so that you can practice as well as make your theoretical understanding better. One of the important part is the master the AIB bundle. In this toolkit, what you will get all the mock tests, you will get judgments which are important for the exam. As you understand, the nature of exam is changing. So because the nature of exam is changing, you have to be prepared, and I would say extra prepared for the exam, because the pattern that AIB is giving in exam, it is little bit difficult than it used to be. So do not forget to, test yourself. And the bundle is just for 649. So you can, take benefit of all these things as well. Along with that, there are free, judgments also which are present for all of you. Free 50 judgment compilation is there for all of you. You can log in and download this. This is useful. This particular 50 landmark Supreme Court judgment, bundle is extremely useful for those who actually wants to prepare for some exam or are preparing, or are constantly giving internship interviews, constantly giving interviews for various posts in government ministries or in private offices. So all of you should take benefit of all these things. All right. Okay, so we will be starting in next 2-3 minutes. I'll be sharing my screen again, and all right, guys. So I hope my screen is visible to all of you. All right. So, guys, first we will understand about what is mediation and why mediation is actually useful. So we will get, we will take conceptual understanding and what are the issues and bottlenecks that current litigation procedures, give us, so that, you know, our procedure becomes more cumbersome in nature. So, first I'll tell you that currently in India there is a Mediation Act which was, which is prevailing, and the Mediation Act came into force in India in 2023. Okay. So mediation is a procedure basically which works in the direction to settle the dispute. Okay, settlement works in different manners. So you understand कि जब आप घर में होते हो, when you are at your home, so when you fight with your sibling, what actually happens that you fight over any small thing. You can fight over a Maggie, you can fight over a pencil, you can fight over a pen or maybe a notebook. So when you fight over these small things, what actually happens, you do not go to court. You simply sit and okay, you take half of it, or you use this pencil in the morning and I'll use this pencil in the evening. सो वॉट यू डिड हेयर, आपने यहाँ पे मीडिएशन किया, आप यहाँ पे मिडिल ग्राउंड पे आए. ओके, सो मिडिल ग्राउंड पे आना क्या होता है कि दोनों पार्टीज थोड़ा थोड़ा कॉम्प्रोमाइज करके एक मिडिल ग्राउंड पे रीच होती है. ओके, अब हम इस मीडिएशन प्रोसीजर को यूज कर क्यों रहे हैं. इंडिया के अंदर लिटिगेशन का मतलब ही होता है टाइम. ओके, जब भी कोई बोलता है दैट आई एम फाइलिंग अ केस, everybody knows that it is going to take years and years to get resolved, and ultimately the remedy we want, it becomes basically of zero value at the end. Reason is that when you file a case, you want immediate remedy. That's what you're looking for. If you want money 50,000 rupees today, somebody took your, so you gave 50,000 rupees loan to someone, and today you want that amount. Okay, and then that person denied that okay, I am not going to give you the money. Maybe reason can be different. That person denied because that person doesn't have money, that person have less money. There are multiple reasons for that. But if you want that money today and you'll file case, now you'll have to spend more money. Well, when you'll file case, you will have to give money to the lawyers, you will have to give money to the all the people who are associated. Okay, filing fees, this and that fees. There are multiple expenses that are related to litigation. But what if you decide to go for mediation instead of a court case. So in mediation what happens is कि दोनों पार्टीज जो आपको 50,000 रुपीज चाहिए थे, वो 50,000 रुपीज एक पार्टी को चाहिए जिसने लोन दिया है और दूसरी पार्टी को देने हैं. बट ड्यू टू एक्स वाई सर्कमस्टांसेस दूसरी पार्टी दे नहीं पा रही है, तो आप केस फाइल करते हो. सबसे पहला रिजॉर्ट दिमाग में आता है. अब मीडिएशन में अगर आप जाते हो तो आप क्या करोगे. व्हेन यू गो इन मीडिएशन, यू विल सिट. जब आप मीडिएशन के अंदर बैठते हो तो आप बात करते हो कि I gave you the loan and you're not returning the money. So maybe that party will say कि I do not have this much amount of money as of now. I will return you or something like that. Or maybe I just have 40,000 rupees. So अब इस situation में आपको अभी immediate पैसों की जरूरत है और उस पार्टी के पास 40,000 रुपीज है देने के लिए. सो मे बी मीडिएटर कैन हेल्प यू टू कम ऑन मिडिल ग्राउंड. मे बी 45,000 रुपीज में दोनों का सेटलमेंट हो जाए कि ओके, आप 5,000 का लॉस बियर करोगे और वो करंट पार्टी जो अभी देना नहीं चाह रही है, या फिर उसके पास जो भी सिचुएशन है, XYZ रीजन की वजह से वो नहीं दे रही है, या मे बी बिकॉज ऑफ हिज चेंज इन माइंड कि उसको लग रहा है कि शायद ना दूं तो कुछ नहीं होगा. तो ये सब चीजें, वो सारी चीजें साइडलाइन हो गई, केस भी साइडलाइन हो गया, एंड आपका टेक्निकली आपकी यहाँ पे जीत हुई. आपको ऐसा देखने में प्राइमा फेसी ऐसा लग सकता है, इट इज लाइक प्राइमा फेसी विजिबल दैट मे बी यू लॉस्ट 5,000, बट if you would have filed case in this situation just for 50,000 rupees, actually you would have spent more money on in the procedure of the case. So you have to understand this thing, key in mediation the thing that you get is not only the relief. In mediation you get peace, harmony. That is the main idea of mediation, the pillar of mediation, because ultimately you want to live happily. You do not want hustle and chaos in your life. You want peaceful life and okay, free from all these conflicts. So that's how mediation plays a good role. Now we'll understand about mediation act, then we'll understand about the real court scenario, that how in actual courts mediation actually goes, and at what level mediation proceedings are available. Okay, so first let's understand that, okay, you can see this diagram. First, dispute arise. This is a spiral. Litigation is nothing, it's a spiral. As you can see, it is clearly depicted in this diagram. So first dispute arises, then you file case, and then institutional delays, then escalating cost, then again, if there is any chance of relationship between those parties, it also gets broken, because there is no chance left. When you fight case for so long, grudges actually grows for years and years, and then ultimately you just lose that faith, that confidence in, maybe if that party is your friend or that party is your relative, so you just lose the faith in that person completely. So that it is also not good for that purpose as well. And then judgment comes, and after that people file appeal, so it just become a spiral process, and which is not helpful for anyone. All right. Now, mediation is just one wing of alternate dispute resolution. I am sure that you must have heard about ADR procedures. So, ADR procedures is nothing. These are alternative dispute resolution procedures. Alternative dispute resolution procedures क्या होते हैं? जो भी procedure litigation के अलावा आप use करते हो, लिटिगेशन आप बेसिकली कोर्ट में केस फाइल करते हो, उसके अलावा अगर आप कोई और तरीका यूज करते हो तो उसको एडीआर की कैटेगरी में हम लेते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपने सुना होगा आर्बिट्रेशन का नाम, आपने सुना होगा कंसीलिएशन का नाम, आपने सुना होगा मीडिएशन का नाम. सो आर्बिट्रेशन, कंसीलिएशन, मीडिएशन, दीज आर द प्रोसीजर ऑफ एडीआर. व्हाट इज एडीआर? ऑल्टरनेट डिस्प्यूट रेजोल्यूशन मैकेनिज्म. ओके, so mediation is one part of that. Why we are focusing on mediation right now is because the whole system of judiciary is now focusing on the mediation. The previous focus of the judiciary, previous focus of the court used to be the litigation, but now as all of us have understood, we are not getting any benefit from the litigation procedures. They are just taking years and years, and the benefit is almost nil, especially when it comes to the matter of property and everything. Literally, in courts there are multiple matters in which we are working. You will see that for 40 years are passed, and still there is no relief. Even after 40 years, sometimes case gets rejected. So that's how time gets wasted, and time is extremely valuable. Everybody wants to save their time. So for that procedure, courts are now focusing on mediation. Okay, now I'll tell you that mediation doesn't happen just by court. There are multiple ways now. The this act has chalked out for us, so that we can also go into mediation without even permission of the court. Okay, so just understand key there is this term called pre-litigation mediation. Have you heard of this term, pre-litigation mediation? So this pre-litigation mediation, all right, yes. So pre-litigation mediation is what? Pre-litigation mediation is you try to mediate the matter before you even go to the court. So in courts itself, there are mediation center which are present, wherein they allow you to come to them. You can go to the courts, to those mediation centers specifically, and ask them that we want to mediate our matter. This is our dispute, and both of us are agreed to, mediate our matter. Can you help us mediate this? You can, give the application, and after you'll give the application, you can mediate your matter. That is called pre-litigation mediation. This is not just the one procedure. Even in, marital disputes, even if you file case for divorce, and on whatever grounds you are filing the case, court, before even going to, before you even file the petition in the court for divorce, court allows you to have, a pre litigation mediation, or, sometimes people call it as a counseling. So the common term is counseling that you will hear in family courts. So court gives this opportunity of counseling. So what in counseling, what exactly happens? You basically mediate. The one mediator gets appointed, and that mediator simply, facilitate the conversation. Okay. Now, we'll understand. So, see, we understood about that, how why this mediation came. We understood that, how basically this mediation actually happens. Post that, we will understand about the technical, things that are there in our mediation act. First, second thing, we will understand that what are the kinds of cases in which we can initiate mediation, and then we'll also understand that how we can initiate mediation. For example, just take this scenario. I'm giving you this particular scenario, that there are two companies. Okay, दो companies हैं, company A and company B. Company A and company B, signed an agreement that, okay, I will purchase this plastic material from you, and company B, both of them signed, and that the exclusive agreement got signed between them, that I will be purchasing plastic from you. Okay, whatever XYZ quality of plastic that they have signed for. And they just wrote one clause there that if something wrong goes, like maybe the dispute of quality of material, maybe dispute of the amount that was to be given to the party, any dispute arises, we will go for mediation. So what happened here is, आपने अपने agreement में एक mediation clause डाल दिया. Okay, so mediation clause क्या होता है? Mediation clause basically, it's a, प्रोटेक्टिव मैकेनिज्म फ्रॉम लिटिगेशन. सो आप मीडिएशन क्लॉज दोनों पार्टी ने अग्री करके डाल दिया कि अगर डिस्प्यूट होता है तो हम मीडिएशन में जाएंगे. अब आपने मीडिएशन क्लॉज डाल दिया. व्हाट यू कैन डू इज, यू कैन अपॉइंट योर ओन मीडिएटर बेस्ड ऑन योर ओन कन्वीनियंस, कि आप किसी भी एक मीडिएटर को लाकर अपनी मीडिएशन प्रोसीडिंग्स को कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं. तो आप दोनों ने अग्रीमेंट साइन किया. अग्रीमेंट में आपने क्लियरली लिखा हुआ था मीडिएशन के लिए, तो आप अपना मीडिएशन कर सकते हैं. और एल्स यू कैन गो टू द, दीज डेजिग्नेटेड मीडिएशन सेंटर्स. यू कैन गिव फाइल एन एप्लीकेशन, एंड मीडिएटर विल बी अपॉइंटेड फॉर यू. ओके. एंड इफ यू आर नॉट सेटिस्फाइड, अगर आप सेटिस्फाइड नहीं है कि मीडिएटर, यू मे बी यू डो नॉट लाइक दैट मीडिएटर, or maybe you think that there is a conflict of interest with that mediator. Just for example, the mediator that court appointed for you, you know that mediator actually, have some personal relation with the party B. Just imagine. So you know that this A party knows that this mediator have personal relation with party B, so they, party A, can go to court, go to the mediation center, and file the application for change of mediator. And the reason can be given that, okay, I think that this mediator is biased. Also, if mediator knows, if you become a mediator tomorrow, if you know that there is a conflict of interest, you can simply, go and inform that, okay, there is a conflict of interest, so kindly, change the mediator. So as a mediator, you can also do that. As a party also, you can do that. Okay, I hope I'm clear till here. All right. So now let's understand that if you become mediator tomorrow, see, mediation is a field, it's an emerging field. As a young advocate, especially, you understand there is a huge scope in mediation. Why I'm saying this? If you read the Mediation Act of 2023, you will see that there are multiple, they're talking about multiple mediation centers. They're talking about community mediation. They're talking about, Mediation Council of India, which can, regulate the mediation centers that are being operated. So there is huge potential in this field, and you can make your career in this field as well. Okay, we'll talk about that aspect as well, that how you can, apply for mediation as your career, and how you can, move ahead, and how you can take training on mediation. So we will understand about that later. Okay, so first we will understand, if you're going for mediation and if you are a mediator, what are the specific things that you need to keep in your mind. Okay, guys, I'll tell you about one, case that, I was basically a advocate from one party, like on the behalf of one party, and in that case, it was a mediation between husband and wife, and this mediation happened in Supreme Court. So there is the mediation center in Supreme Court. In Supreme Court, what happened? A court referred that particular divorce case in mediation center. Situation was party A and party B, husband and wife, both were putting allegation on each other. And the catch is that both of them were blind. Okay, husband was also blind and wife was also blind. Now, what husband's allegation were that wife talks to someone else. So wife is, involved with someone else. And wife's allegation were also same that husband is involved in, with someone else. And basically they were both were, allegation was similar in this particular matter. So as a mediator, I was, on the husband's side. So the mediator that was present there somehow tried to create the environment which was, conducive to both the parties. Let me tell you how this works. Guys, when you become a mediator, जब आप mediator बनते हैं तो situation होती क्या है कि both parties are in this, mindset that okay, what if this mediator favors other party, and other part like husband will also think the same and wife will also think the same. जब दोनों को लगता है कि mediator कहीं इसको favor तो नहीं कर रहा, इसको favor तो नहीं कर रहा, ऐसे situation में आपको शुरू से ही एक environment create करना होता है. उस environment के अंदर आपको ये particularly show करना पड़ता है that both of them can be comfortable here and their secrets will remain secret. First thing. Second thing, it's also important to inform to both the parties कि जिससे उनको डर ना रहे when they are, trying to solve the dispute, when they are trying to speak, they should not be in this fear that whatever they are speaking will be used against them. So you can clearly mention this thing कि whatever you are going to speak, it will remain confidential and it will not be used against you in any court. Okay, so when you clarify these things and gently, you have to be, I'm not saying gentle in words or gentle in tone, but gentle in overall environment, because the environment has to be conducive in nature so that both of the party can come on, same level and on same page so that they can solve the dispute. The ultimate purpose of the mediator is to solve the dispute, as you understand that, because mediator is nothing. If you will talk in reality, who is mediator doesn't have any authority in reality. Mediator के पास कोई भी authority नहीं होती है, 0% authority के साथ mediator work करता है. But mediator work किस चीज में करता है? Mediator works as catalyst in dispute resolution. कि आपको पता है कि ये जो reaction है A और B, husband और wife के बीच में है, and you are working as a catalyst to, in order to solve that equation. So you just provide that environment. Now, what you do while you are providing that environment? One thing, as I explained you, confidentiality should be there. Second thing, neutrality should be there. So you have to, behave in a neutral manner. Then you have to behave in an impartial manner. Sometimes what happens is that a personal bias comes into the picture. So why I am telling you all these things? When you become mediator, sometimes we lose, idea of this thing that this is the issue that can, arise while we are mediating. Because when you become a mediator, technically there's no one to judge you if you are being a good mediator or not. But even dude, if you learn these things while you are, in the process of becoming a mediator, you will, keep this thing in mind and it will help you to become a great mediator. Okay, so sometimes a personal biases comes into the picture. Sometimes we think that this party is right and this party is wrong. That is something we have to remove from the mediation process as a mediator. Because जब आप mediator होते हो और आपको लगता है कि ये पार्टी ठीक है और ये पार्टी गलत है, तो somehow at the end you will, try to save one party more, and you will try to, give less benefit of doubt, or I would say you will give less chance to the other party. So it's always better that you literally take your personal biases out of that mediation room and think and listen on as by getting in the shoes of both the parties. So empathy is something which has to be there. And empathy, this is not something that I empathize with you and I will just think like you have to, just step in their shoes, think like them, and then come back to the shoes as a mediator. That's when you will be able to solve the dispute properly, because that will make your vision clear. Okay, this is a dispute. Now, another thing that is important, as a mediator, try to listen to the stories of both the parties. And let me tell you, in mediation centers and in the procedure of mediation, it is allowed that you can talk to one party at one time. So if you are a mediator and you want to talk to only one party, and if you know want to create the environment for one party to speak openly to you, because as a mediator you are going to facilitate the procedure, so you can ask other party to leave the room, or you can ask other party to leave the mediation room for some time. Okay. तो होता क्या सिचुएशन में, when you talk to one party, so you just decided कि I'm gonna talk to wife in the situation, as I told you, this blind person situation. So in this situation, what mediator did was, mediator talked to first wife. So mediator had conversation with wife, like individually, and wife told about all the things that she wasn't able to tell in front of husband, that okay, this husband, my husband do these things, he goes to XYZ women's place, and that's what he does, and he sometimes beats me, and all these things this wife said. Later on, when mediator talked to husband, so husband, like he talked to husband in person, like, as well. After that, after and this mediation session like went for approximately, I would say, uh, almost 15 to 20 sessions, all got like were held in this mediation, in this particular mediation of these two couples. And after this 15 to 20 session, they were about to come to the resolution that okay, they are going to live together. And at last, wife pulled out, and the reason she gave was that no, I don't want to settle, I don't want to live with this person, and I want this much amount of money. So in this situation, what happened was, mediator tried to resolve the matter, mediator tried his best to resolve the matter, he literally gave 15 to 20 sessions for mediation, but at the end he had to refer the matter to the mediation. Now let me tell you like another catch in this particular story. After the matter was referred from mediation center to the court, judge also tried to settle this matter in his chamber. So everybody could see the possibility of settlement in this matter, but not the parties. Why am I saying this? Because as a mediator, sometimes you will feel that parties are not willing to settle. The reason is, when parties do not achieve the litigation fatigue, they sometimes tend to fight the case constantly. But as a mediator, it's a responsibility to explain that at last also you're going to settle. Sometimes it is also important to explain that that's how your whole hierarchy of the case will go. आपका जो पूरा matter है from lower court to supreme court किस way में जाने वाला है, and at the end also you are gonna settle this matter, because ultimately if you have to give money, you will have to give the same money. If you will have to live together, then you will have to live together. So it depends on the, of course, your decision, but whatever decision you are gonna take, it will eventually get settled, and the resolution will be the same. So you have to tell that. One important line that you have to keep in your mind as a mediator is that mediation, doesn't settle the disputes or litigation which is already there in the court. Mediation also settles those disputes, which will arise later in future as well. So it also saves you from future litigation, not from the past litigation, but also from the future litigation. That's how this thing works, and that's how powerful mediation is. Now, let me tell you that internationally also, like, it's not just mediation is not popular now. We are just, pushing the mediation in India. So it is not something that which gain push currently in the world. Internationally, mediation is, extremely popular exercise, and courts and people also try to settle their dispute through mediation. Let me give you just this basic example. As you know, कि अभी currently flat culture बहुत ही ज़्यादा popular है. So in flat culture, there are high possibilities कि आपके ऊपर वाला जो फ्लैट में रहते हैं और नीचे वाले फ्लैट के अंदर जो रह रहे हैं, उनके अंदर एक डिस्प्यूट हो गया कि ऊपर वाले जो फ्लैट मेंबर्स हैं वो बहुत तेज आवाज में गाना बजाते हैं. सो उनका है कि वो अर्ली मॉर्निंग बहुत तेज उनकी लाइक वॉइस आती है, और जो अर्ली मॉर्निंग सोने का शेड्यूल है वो नीचे वाले फ्लोर को कंसर्न कर रहा है कि आपकी जो वॉइस है बहुत ज्यादा आ रही है. नाउ सिचुएशन, उनके पास दो ऑप्शन है कि वो जाएं कोर्ट के अंदर फाइल करे कि दे आर डिस्टर्बिंग अ पीस एंड ऑल, और एल्स व्हाट दे कैन डू इज, एंड डिस्प्यूट बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ चुका है, ये बहुत सेटलमेंट लेवल पे नहीं है. इस सिचुएशन में क्या होता है, दे कैन ऑप्ट फॉर मीडिएशन. इंडिया में ये चीजें करंटली है नहीं. Abhigar, as you will see eventually during the course of our session, that there is this community mediation that is there. But in like internationally, there are multiple countries wherein this thing is already prevailing. So they can settle their dispute through mediation center, and private mediation centers are also available. So people can go, just pay the amount for mediation, and they can mediate their matter and come out of that mediation center. That's how things are also working internationally. So the scope of the mediation is quite huge. And do not think of mediation as a small thing, like you just settle the dispute between two parties, or you just settle a dispute between husband and wife. It's a bigger thing than that, because you can also settle commercial dispute in mediation. You can also settle dispute related to accident, MSET cases. You can settle disputes related to that as well. So let me show you the list. What all cases that you can be settled in mediation? Yes. So matrimonial disputes can be settled. Accidental claims can be settled. Domestic violence matter can be settled. Check bounce cases can also be settled. This is something where this mediation can actually help you, and you can make your career out of it as well. Because in check bounce cases, there are multiple cases that are going on. Volume of cases are there in check bounce cases. And the relief that people get in check bounce cases, it takes time, of course. And ultimately, what everybody wants, their money and peace. So, as an advocate, you can also suggest for mediation in check bounce cases if it's possible. In commercial dispute, also. In service matter, also. So, service matter is matter related to employment, matter related to, if maybe if somebody was employer of XYZ party, and that party didn't get his remuneration or salary. So that party filed case against this employer. So now they can sit in the mediation and settle the dispute, that okay, this is the amount I can give you, and this is the okay, that party can settle that dispute in the mediation itself, rather than going to going for money recovery, or for going for somebody suit or anything like that. So these matters can also be settled. Now, compoundable criminal cases. There are some criminal cases which are compoundable in nature. You can go for mediation in those matters as well. Consumer disputes can be easily settled in mediation. Debt recovery tribunal. So there's this one tribunal which is known as DRT, Debt Recovery Tribunal. So matters related to loan and financial disputes can also be settled in mediation. Then partition cases happens between brother and brother, brother and sister, family. So it can also be settled in mediation. Eviction cases, land acquisition cases, and other civil cases. So this is the basic list that is there for all of you to understand that what all cases can actually attract mediation. Now I'll tell you how this mediation actually works in court. So, as an advocate, when you will encounter this mediation procedure, and when you can take benefit out of this mediation procedure. So, guys, as an advocate, when you become an advocate, you fight various cases, civil cases, criminal cases, matrimonial cases, and all. जब आप एडवोकेट बनते हो तो आप मल्टीपल टाइप के केसेस फाइट करते हो कोर्ट के अंदर. Sometimes party opt for mediation in the beginning, but especially in marital cases or of partition, court sometimes, not sometimes, mostly these days, court is giving this advice. Also, court allows the matter to go for mediation before you know the before starting the procedure of the litigation, the cumbersome procedure. After hearing both the parties, court allows a party to go for mediation, and court wants that both parties should try to solve the matter within themselves. If the matter is of partition, there are high chances matter is between two brothers, okay, or two brothers and sisters and all siblings, or in the family member, so they know each other already. The matter is just because of the property. So what if they decide amicably, okay, this is the amount of this is the XYZ part of the property you take, and this is the XYZ part that person you XYZ, like A brother take, and B brother will take this property, and C brother will take this property, and D sister will take this property. So now what have they done? They've decided this particular they have come to this conclusion amicably and on their own. So all of them will be satisfied. Okay. So that's how court use mediation. Now let me tell you, in the Mediation Act, how this thing actually works. सी गाइस, कोर्ट ने मैटर रेफर कर दिया मीडिएशन में, आप मीडिएशन सेंटर के अंदर गए, मीडिएशन सेंटर के अंदर आपकी प्रोसीजर स्टार्ट हुई, मीडिएशन विल बी अपॉइंटेड, एंड देन यू विल गो फॉर डेट्स on mediation. So both of the party, or all the parties, concerned party, will go to the mediation center, and they'll tell their issues to the mediator. And while they are telling their issues to the mediator will listen, note all these things. Of course, mediator will not use anything against you anywhere, or other party cannot also use all those things against you. you are settling, you are, solving the dispute and all. एंड एट लास्ट आफ्टर 30 मीटिंग आप एक कंक्लूजन पे आ गए कि हाँ, ए जो प्रॉपर्टी है वो ब्रदर लाइक ए को मिल जाएगी, बी प्रॉपर्टी ब्रदर बी को, सी प्रॉपर्टी ब्रदर सी को, एंड डी प्रॉपर्टी सिस्टर डी को मिल जाएगी। तो ये मैंने डिसाइड कर दिया मीडिएशन के अंदर एज अ मीडिएटर कि ये चीजें इन सबके बीच में डिवाइड होनी है, एंड ऑल ऑफ देम आर अग्री टू इट। नाउ what mediator will do, mediator will draft an agreement कि जो फाइनल सेटलमेंट है वो ये हुआ है, एंड ऑल ऑफ दीज पार्टीज आर अग्रीड टू इट। नाउ व्हाट मीडिएटर विल डू, मीडिएटर विल गेट दैट थिंग साइन उन सारी पार्टी से, जो भी कंसर्न पार्टी है ABCD, उन सबसे मीडिएशन अग्रीमेंट आपका साइन होगा। ऑल्सो मीडिएटर विल साइन दैट अग्रीमेंट बिकॉज मीडिएटर इज समवन हु फैसिलिटेटेड दैट, तो मीडिएटर भी उसको साइन करेगा, and then they will send that particular thing to the that mediation agreement to the court। तो अब सिचुएशन में क्या हुआ, एज अ मीडिएटर आपने पूरा चीज सॉल्व कराई, आपने साइन करवाया, एंड देन यू सेंड दैट डॉक्यूमेंट टू द कोर्ट। नाउ कोर्ट विल कंसिडर इट एज अ डिक्री। If now here comes the catch, in mediation act what is actually given, even after you sign the mediation agreement, you can go you can go for challenge, you can challenge that mediation agreement. uh, you can challenge the mediation agreement in 90 days. So 90 days timeline is given to challenge the agreement. And if you will not challenge the mediation agreement for 90 days, it will have the force of a judgment or a decree. Now, the biggest difference, and I want you to note this thing, just think that in mediation, while you are doing mediation, mediator is allowed to use any procedure and is not bound. Mediator is allowed to use any procedure and is not bound to use any particular law, neither Evidence Act nor CPC or any particular act. Mediator is not bound to use that. Okay, but after the mediation agreement is signed, the execution and the procedure will go as per CPC. That is something that you need to differentiate in your mind as well। जब आप मीडिएटर होते हो तो मीडिएशन के दौरान आपको कोई ये कंपल्शन नहीं है कि आप एविडेंस एक्ट के प्रिंसिपल्स यूज करो या फिर आप CPC के प्रिंसिपल्स यूज करो, आपको कोई बाउंडेशन नहीं होती एज अ मीडिएटर। But once that mediation agreement is signed, and it is after that mediation agreement is signed, CPC is applicable. So the execution actually happens in CPC. Okay, this is something which is mentioned in Mediation Act that all of you must keep in your mind. Now, after you sign the mediation agreement, within 180 days, you have to get that mediation agreement registered. Okay, so make sure that you are registering your mediation agreement if you did any mediation and you came on any settlement or on any middle ground. So mediation agreement gets registered in how many days? 180 days, and in 90 days you can challenge that as well. Now, just imagine that something happened to party A who wanted to challenge this mediation. Now, in this situation, what will happen? 90 days are over. So, if the reason is genuine, if the cause is genuine, that's the if whatever reason this party gave, maybe that party met with an accident. So if party will tell the court in the application that okay, I met with an accident, because of that I couldn't approach the court, so but I want to challenge this mediation agreement due to there are four reasons that are given. I'll show you that as well. So I want to challenge this mediation agreement based on this ground, and this mediation agreement is basically biased in nature, so it can be challenged. But the reason of condemnation of delay has to be good, so that court can be convinced, so you can challenge the mediation agreement as well. Okay, I think this much is clear to all of you. All right. So just a second, let me show you the exact section. Yeah. So, as you can see, this is the Mediation Act of 2023. Okay. In Mediation Act 2023, there is this provision of online mediation that is given. So, mediation can also happen online. If you will go for mediation, even if you'll attend the mediation sessions, there is this facility that is being provided to parties that they can attend mediation online. In Supreme Court especially, and in High Court as well, parties can attend mediation online. But it completely depends on the discretion of mediator. If mediator feels like that party there is a need to attend this mediation offline or physically in the mediation center, then mediator can tell that party should come in the court. But online mediation is also available. Okay, this is something that all of you must keep in your mind. Now, this important thing that is there is Mediation Council of India. So Mediation Council of India, it is in the basically it is not set. It is not established yet. It is in the procedure. There are multiple chairmen and all are being appointed as of now, but it will be formed soon. Okay, after formation of Mediation Council of India, there are multiple things and multiple facilities this Mediation Council will provide. Okay, what are the facilities? This Mediation Council will regulate the registered mediators. Mediation Council will regulate the awareness, the use, the how this Mediation Act can be used, rules and regulations for the mediators, rules and regulations for the mediation center, rules and regulations for the private mediation center that I'm talking about. So there are high chances that after mediation council will be formed, private mediation center will get the opportunity to establish themselves properly. So private mediation center will have to take the affiliation from Mediation Council of India. So all of these things are being provided in the act itself. Now there is a timeline of mediation as well. As a mediator and also any as an advocate who is whose client is going through mediation, there is certain timeline that is given. So for mediation, maximum time that is given to the mediator or to the mediation center is 120 days. So you get 120 days for mediation. And if party feels like if party feels like they want more time, then it can be extended for 60 days. So ultimately 180 days are given. What did I say? I said that for mediation 120 days are given, so maximum you can take 120 days. It is not mandatory that mediation should happen only in 120 days. If mediator think that mediation cannot take place and these parties are not willing to settle the matter, then mediator can refer the matter in the first hearing itself. But 120 days is the maximum limit, and on the discretion of party you can go for 60 days as well. Okay, so 60 days it can be extended for 60 days. Okay, I hope I'm clear till now. All right, so after that I'll tell you about one of the very new feature of this mediation act, that is community mediation. Okay, see guys, the one thing that we talked about is the normal mediation that actually happens in court and wherein both the parties can go for mediation. See, let me tell you this thing one more time. If you're a party who, is not currently fighting any case, but, there is some conflict that is there between you and another party. So, party A and party B. Party A is a company who makes plastic, the raw plastic, and Party B makes bottle from that plastic. And there is a dispute between these parties. Okay, the agreement that they signed, in that agreement, it was written that if any dispute arises, they will go for mediation. Now, if there is a particular agreement that is signed, then both of the party can go for mediation. Okay, just imagine if there is no agreement that both of these parties signed beforehand, then also they can go for mediation. They can talk to each other, they can file an application, or they can approach an advocate. That advocate can write an application and give it to the mediation center, and then also they can get the mediator. Other than that, they can appoint a mediator on their own. That is also there. So even if you have any agreement and mediation clause is there, you can go for mediation. If there is no agreement, then also you can go for mediation. Even if you'll go to the court, you can ask court to refer the matter to the mediation. So all of these resorts are available. Okay, one thing that is there in mediation act is that the mediation which actually takes place in India can only be executed here. So if the mediation that happened outside the India, currently Mediation Act doesn't recognize that. So this is something that you need to keep in mind. If mediation took place out of India, then Mediation Act does not recognize that. parties can be, foreigner as well. If mediation is happening in India, Mediation Act 2023 recognizes that. Okay. I hope I'm clear till this point. Now we will go to the to another point, that is community mediation. Okay. And what is community mediation? You'll understand soon. And this community mediation terminology, it is, extremely useful, and it is going to help you to, solve multiple disputes that actually arise. So, just a second. Yes. I hope this community mediation access to justice at grassroots is visible to all of you. All right. So guys, what actually happens is, आपने अपने एनवायरनमेंट में आसपास देखा होगा, और अगर आप अपने होम टाउन में कभी जाते हो तो आपने देखा होगा कि बहुत सारे मैटर्स में प्रॉपर्टी का डिस्प्यूट होता है या छोटे छोटे डिस्प्यूट्स होते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, especially in villages, what happens is that there is, particular wall between two farms. Okay. And a person is basically growing maybe lady fingers, and B person is growing spinach. Okay. Now there is this wall which is made up of mud. Okay. And there is dispute that this wall, there is this in dispute of maybe 1 meter land. Okay. Both of these parties are fighting on this particular matter, and dispute इतना escalate हो गया कि यहाँ पे नौबत किस चीज की आ गई, that both parties are, at the verge of committing criminal offense, that they are verge of killing each other, or verge of beating each other off. In this situation, this community mediation comes into the picture, and now actually act recognize this. I'm sure that all of you must have heard about panchayat and gram panchayat and khap panchayat and all of these things. So in panchayat also previously, not, this is not something which is happening, which is taking place in India for the first time. This system used to be there, but it faded away because of the, I would say, popularity of litigation, or maybe the adrenaline rush people get from filing cases. So in panchayat also, people used to settle their dispute like this. And in similar manner, Mediation Act 2023 recognizes community mediation as a resort. Okay. What happens in community mediation is, as I told you, that A party थी, B party थी, दोनों का dispute था 1 meter land पे. Now, in order to, solve this matter, we have to create the awareness, and awareness is already being created. And as a young advocate, you can also, create awareness on this point, that there is this another resort that is available, that is community mediation. I'll tell you an important point in community mediation as well. In community mediation, you can appoint mediator on your own wish. Okay, if you think that this particular person in our village have good authority, and we trust this person. This person can be old person or any person who, have good status in the village and is of good moral conduct. So the both of the party can agree कि हमें इस particular person को mediator appoint करना है. सो एक पैनल ऑफ मीडिएटर बन सकता है. ये कौन बनाता है? डीएम, एसडीएम या डीएलएसए. सो इनके पास ये पावर होती है कि एक कम्युनिटी मीडिएटर का एक पैनल बना के ये गांव में, या फिर जो भी, it is not specific to only villages, as because we were discussing about panchayat, that's why I mentioned villages. But in, metropolitan cities also, mediator, this community mediation can take place. सो इसमें पैनल ऑफ मीडिएटर बनता है. मीडिएटर्स आप अपने, हिसाब से सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं बेस्ड ऑन योर चॉइस. When you select the mediators, that mediator basically facilitates the mediation. Now, the important thing here is that in community mediation, the final, the settlement on which both the parties agreed upon, it is not binding in nature. I told you one thing while we were discussing about the normal mediation, other than the mediation which is different from community mediation, that the final mediation agreement is binding in nature, and it has the effect of decree or judgment. But in community mediation, the final mediation agreement does not have that effect. So it also saves you from this trouble that if I'll sign this mediation agreement today, I will not be able to file any case or something like that. So you have to understand this thing. कि community mediation में you have this liberty. So you can, use all your resorts without even going to court or moving here and there. You can just pick your own people, जिस पे आपको ट्रस्ट हो, एंड देन यू कैन सिंपली सॉल्व योर डिस्प्यूट देयर. एंड गुड थिंग इज दैट इट इज नॉट बाइंडिंग इन नेचर एज वेल. सो इस सिचुएशन में भी यही होता है, जो मीडिएटर होता है वो दोनों पार्टीज का सिग्नेचर लेता है, जो भी अग्रीमेंट होता है मीडिएटर खुद साइन करता है और उसको डीएम, एसडीएम या फिर डीएलएसए में भेज देता है. ओके, सो लीगल सर्विस अथॉरिटीज को भी डिपेंड करता है, हर स्टेट टू स्टेट ये चीज वेरी करती है. सो इट इज वेरी स्टेट स्पेसिफिक इन नेचर. सो स्टेट्स हैव देयर ओन डिस्क्रिशन कि वो किसको ये अथॉरिटी देना चाहते हैं. बट डीएम एंड एसडीएम basically they get involved in this. So you can send that mediation agreement to them as well, and they can help you execute if you want that. Okay, so that actually happens in community mediation. In metropolitan city as well, this thing can take place. So as a community mediator as well in metropolitan cities, you can, if you are there as a mediator in community mediation center. In community mediation center also you have to understand the sentiment of the people. You have to understand sentiment of all the parties. You have to become a neutral person in that situation. No party should feel that this person is biased against me, or this person is basically helping the other party. This situation should not be created as a community mediator also. So I hope I'm clear till this point. All right. So, first, we understood all these things. Now, I'll show you the Mediation Act again, and I will suggest you to read this Mediation Act on your own as well. It's a very small and comprehensive act. All of you, should read this particular act, because it will give you like good understanding that how exactly mediation is perceived in India by the courts as well. And I am sure that you must have heard about this last year in 2025. So 3 months mediation zone was announced by Supreme Court. So for 3 months, all of the parties, like all the people, where offences are compoundable in nature, where offences can be settled and are civil in nature, they could approach the various mediation centers, or they could approach to mediation authorities, and they can get this dispute settled. And mediation 2.0 campaign will be launched in this year itself. So that's how courts are focusing on mediation, and courts are actually serious about this particular remedy, because the kind of litigation burden that is growing currently, this is going to be the greatest resort. And in other countries like Singapore, USA and all, people are actually opting for these mediation settlements. As an advocate also you can suggest this, and as in when the mediation council will be formed, private mediation will also be available as a resort. So this can also become a great thing. Other than that, in commercial areas also, in commercial disputes also, you can become a proper mediator. But here's the catch: in order to become a good mediator, you must know about the basic concepts of that particular issue in which they are dealing. For example, if both the parties are dealing in any commercial agreement, so there's this issue that the one issue that we discussed, the plastic bottle issue. So both the parties are suffering, and in this situation, you must know what are the basic clauses, how this basic transaction actually goes, how this commercial procedure actually goes. So if you will know about all these procedure, then only you will be able to facilitate both the parties. So that is also very important, that your ground knowledge and basics must be clear before you're jumping into the before you're jumping into the mediation. Similarly, अगर आप mediation के लिए जा रहे हैं मैरिटल मैटर के अंदर, सो यू मस्ट नो कि एक्चुअली केस चलता कैसे है, एग्जैक्टली कौन से स्टेज पे. अगर आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट में हैं और सुप्रीम कोर्ट के अंदर अगर मेडिएशन कर रहे हैं, तो आपको पता है कि पार्टी लोअर कोर्ट से होकर ऊपर आई होगी, देन ओनली दे आर ट्राइंग फॉर मेडिएशन, राइट? सो दिस इज समथिंग विच इज important to understand. Okay, so I hope I'm clear till this point. And yeah, so one more thing that is there in section 6, try to read this first schedule as well. In this, all the cases which are not suitable for mediation are written. So use that as well for your own benefit. And then conflict of interest, as we discussed, it is written in section 10. So make sure that you're taking note of these sections specially. And try to read this section. Read this particular section. My suggestion is try to read this whole act. It's a very small act and use it. Okay. So, guys, this is pretty much it. And last thing that I want to give you, like as a final go away, is as a mediator, try to maintain the environment which is conducive in nature. As a mediator, try to maintain the environment, which is basically facilitating the mediation procedure. Do not put your own biases in the bucket. Make sure that you are respecting the privacy and secrecy of both the parties. Other than that, try to settle the dispute in, like, try to take as many sessions as you can, but try, you will see the whole scenario in the beginning itself, that whether this case is solvable or not. So make your mind based on that. Other than that, as a if you want to become a mediator, there are multiple openings that constantly come. If you're an advocate with more experience, then you can apply for Supreme Court as well. In Supreme Court there is a mediation center, in High Court there is a mediation center, at district level also there is a mediation center, in consumer courts also you can apply. So mediation center is basically available almost in, like, you can find mediation center in almost all code of law. Also, one last thing I want to tell you, that tribunal can also refer the matter to the mediation. So it is not specific to the courts only. Tribunals can also refer the matter to the mediation. Okay. And why I'm telling you this? Because this will open your, scope of work. This will open your ideas that, okay, this is exactly from where I can get my work as well. So take note of all these things. And now, if you have any doubt, you can drop in the comment section. So, guys, now I'll again tell you, like, the upcoming webinars and workshops. So the upcoming workshops are on various topics. That is, if you want to learn about tax and tax litigation, you can join workshop on 15th May. If you want to learn about animal rights and human rights, you can join a workshop on 24th May. In both of these workshops, you will learn about the basic procedure. You will understand about how the litigation procedure actually goes in tax laws. And in animal rights and human rights, you will understand that what is the conflict between animal rights and human rights, and if you want to solve that dispute, what are the legal remedies that are available, and what is the stance of the court. So all of these things you will be able to learn in these sessions. Also, these sessions are free of cost, so try to register as soon as possible and you'll get the link of these sessions. Other than that, if you are someone who wants to actually work in Supreme Court and want to learn all the nitty gritties of how Supreme Court procedure works, especially so in Supreme Court, SLP is the biggest thing. Okay, so yes, you will get the PPT for that as well, for this particular session. Yes, we will be sharing the PPT, so you can register for this SLP session as well. So in this session, you will be, able to learn the drafting, how to draft SLP. You will be able to learn how actually you have to, file SLP. What are the, things that you need to consider while you're filing SLP? How exactly, a best SLP can be drafted? Exactly who helps you, getting your case basically listed, how registry works. So all these things you will be getting. All right. So yes, in Supreme Court there is a number of year of experiences required when, if you want to become mediator in Supreme Court. So there are multiple advocates who have experience of 5 year, 10 year. They are currently eligible to apply for mediator. But soon enough, I'm sure that openings for advocates who are like who have less experience, they will be opening as mediation council will be formed. So this area and the scope of work is going to expand later on as well, and there are multiple private mediation center as well wherein this work is going on. Okay, now I'll tell you about the legal bundles as well. So there's this legal bundle on IPR that will be launched soon, on Dowry Prohibition Act, Dowry Prohibition Act and Domestic Violence Act, Consumer Protection Act, and Land Law and Property in India. So all these particular bundles have basically both things in synergy. One is practical aspect, another is theoretical aspect. So you can use these bundles for your benefit if you want to go for courtroom, if you want to learn about courtroom procedures, and if you want to learn theory. Because as you understand, as an advocate, you need both of the things in one go. You cannot expect that I know the Bare Act, but I do not know the procedure. Both of these things should come hand in hand, and these bundles will facilitate that particular thing. Okay, so yeah, this PPT will be shared on your email IDs. All right, guys. So I'll take your leave now, and you can drop your queries in comment section. We will try to reply you there as well.